Hello guys. Hello. This is Ebert, and today we are playing Super Mario 63, the third race in the tournament. Still within the qualifying matches. Today we have TheGaming100 on the left and Firelemon on the right. I trust this should be a good match. Their PBs are actually quite close to each other. If I remember correctly, TheGaming has a 652 and Firelemon has a 648. So should be a pretty good match, I believe. Now let me see if they're ready, perhaps in the race time already. Alright, they should be starting very soon, it appears. So just gonna wait for that. There's a little bit of a delay on stream, and by a little bit I mean about 30 seconds, but you know, we can live with that. Oh, if you're wondering, by the way, what is the thing in the upper right corner for each streamer, these numbers, these are in-game timers. We have an in-game timer for this game. Developed pretty recently, only about 2 months ago, I believe. Oh, and we're off. Let's go. Firelemon starts first. TheGaming with a little bit more of a delay. A lot more of a delay. Alright, good thing we have both live timers and in-game timers. We don't need to worry too much about these delays. Just makes it a tiny bit harder to know exactly who's in the lead. But anyway, this is the first section of the run, tutorial 1. It has 4 rooms. It basically just teaches the player how to play the game, how to jump, how to dive, how to use hover floods, and all of those cool things that, well, obviously will be used a lot. On Firelemon's side, you just saw he did a burst skip. A little trick you can do in the last room of the tutorial skips a fair bit of the room. Pretty much one of the first skips you see in the run, but definitely not the last one. I can tell you that much. So right now they're going to Eddie. You don't actually need to go to Eddie, but I will get later into why they're doing it. Okay, now we're gonna go through walls a little bit, and that is, yeah, as you can see on Firelemon. And these are castle shortcuts. They intended. They are in the game. The developer put them in there just so, I don't know, spice up the game. So that the people who really look at the game to its core can find something and be proud of it and be happy with it. Yeah, so right now we fall in the pit. We get our life counter to 0, and this is the quickest way to do it. If you're wondering why, well, we're about to beat Bowser 1, the first Bowser. And usually after beating the first Bowser, we're immediately kicked into the next tutorial. Into tutorial 2. But you can actually skip it. If you just game over before getting into the second tutorial, you will never have to do the second tutorial. And it is a little bit faster. Well, technically not. Technically doing tutorial 2 is about 10 seconds faster, very, very optimally, but it's pretty luck dependent and it's really, really difficult, so yeah. Almost no one chooses to go for it, and for races it definitely does not make sense to do it. And I have to say, so far it's pretty high quality gameplay on both sides, and also a very tight race. Cool fun is getting key skip, just where you flop at the key and then you backflip out of it. That allows you to skip the animation of where Mario goes. Here we go! Saves a fair bit of time, about 15 seconds actually. Alright, and we just used another shortcut, going into... yeah, right now entering the last Bowser. That's one of the biggest castle shortcuts in the game. Also intentional, also placed by developer. Yes, why would it not be placed by developer? Right now, typically, here we are not supposed to have floods, but we have floods, so you can see we're just gonna breeze through everything. Okay, Firelemon gets the air rockets. TheGaming also getting the air rockets. Now what about double rockets? Yep, sure they get it. Double rocket is it's like a rocket except it's a double, which means it's 2 rockets because double is 2. Okay, really just means that you can rocket second height in the air, which typically shouldn't be able to, but if you just start charging a rocket, then pause on the same frame that you completely charge it, then you could just get a second rocket, due to how this game works. TheGaming seems to have a pretty smooth featuring 1, which is very nice, because few streams There are 2 huge rooms. Both runners are now in the second one. They are some of the hardest portions of the run. There's a lot of movement you have to do in them. Firelemon's struggling a little bit, but I saw that the gaming was struggling a tiny bit as well, so... No! 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 The gaming! What did you just do? No! He just lost about 2 minutes, guys. So for some reason, in that room, if you fall off, there is no kill plane. So you just fall infinitely. You softlock. And the only way to get out of it is to quit game and re-enter. And now he has to do the entire Bowser free again, and he doesn't even have bloods. And okay, I have a feeling he's gonna forfeit. Yeah, he probably does. Well, that's unfortunate. It was a really close race up until that point. Damn, the gaming. Damn. That's unfortunate. Alright, the gaming. Would be nice to see some free running from you, perhaps, while Firelemon is finishing his run. What do you think? Oh, he's gonna do Floodless Bowser free. Now that's what free run. That's what I can appreciate. Firelemon, by the way, right now in fake Bowser. One of the calmest parts of the run. It's about 1 minute of mostly auto-scrolling, but you can speed it up a little bit by being fast. It's a little breather after just getting through the entirety of Bowser free, especially huge rooms. You can relax, calm your nerves, especially if you're on a good pace. You know, you can get yourself together. And it does appear that Firelemon's pace is pretty good. With an ideal ending, it should be a low 7-minute time. We will see how close he gets to it. Pretty nice pace one. Now, for this room onwards, he's gonna have all floods. Typically wouldn't, but anyway, you can have all floods. You shouldn't. I wouldn't know if I agree with that, Robbie. Coming back after losing 2 minutes in a 7-minute run is kind of unprecedented. Firelemon would need to choke very, very, very hard for the game to have a shot after doing that. Well, of course, you never know. Of course, Firelemon could choke very, very hard. He could, for example, game over. But yeah, that is not very likely to happen because Firelemon is pretty good. And the gaming is also pretty good. It's just that the mistake he made is a very unfortunate mistake. Oh, I just realized I should probably switch audio over to Firelemon. There we go. Because, well, he is the one in the lead right now. Not surprisingly. Just finished True Bowser. I think he missed one throw, didn't he? Unfortunate, but yeah, the thing with the bombs in True Bowser is they have sort of weird hitboxes. Hitboxes are higher than you expect them to be. So you can hit a box that seems like it's going in the right trajectory, but it's just a tiny bit too low, and it ends up not hitting. It's a little frustrating, but you get used to it. And yep, that's time for Firelemon. Congratulations, 7-18. Congratulations. He takes this round. Maybe could have been a close match, but we'll have to hope that the next match is gonna be a better one. Is that SMG1 Final Bowser fight music? I believe it is. I believe it is definitely from Mario Galaxy, from the end of the game. Alright, I'm gonna mark Firelemon as getting 1 point. There we go. He takes 1 game. Now we'll just have to see whether they... We'll see whenever they're ready for the next race. In the meantime, we can do whatever we want here. So guys, tell me, what do you want to do? We can do whatever we want. So you have infinite possibilities to choose from. Wondering where could I find the race time room? Oh, probably here. Yeah, in right there. Just waiting for them to create the next race time room. I would imagine they want to get a little bit of a breather after the first run. I mean, we wouldn't. It is 7 minutes of pretty intense gameplay. Yeah, listen to Dignity. After missing double rockets, if you go for double rocket, which is already a pretty top level play, in that room, in the room just before Fake Bowser, and you miss it, don't ground pound. TheGaming ground pounded, and he had to pay the price. And in this case, the price is a victory for Firelemon. I would love to do Super Mario Odyssey All Moons a race right now, but I don't think we have quite enough time. Sorry, Chris. My apologies. I would say it's fairly top level Dignity. It's at around sub 730 level. And you already need to be quite advanced in the game to have a sub 730. Okay, TheGaming doing hundo strats. Why not? TheGaming is, by the way, primarily 100% runner. He has third place in the category. 51 minute, 58 second time. A very respectable time, by the way. Alright, they are taking quite a long while to switch to the next race. Aren't they? What else? Do you have any more questions, guys? Do you want to play SM63? I definitely want to play SM63. Not creating the next race time room. Perhaps I should create it for them. I could do it. Let's give it a second. Go to race time GG. And let's try creating a room and maybe they can join it. There we go. Here guys, make sure to join this race, and maybe we can have the next match up and ready in no time for some more exciting gameplay. I promise that the gameplay of this game is exciting, as you may have just seen from the first race. Right, if Firelemon wins this one, then it's a 2-0 and Firelemon wins the match. And then we are likely to have a funny race. We typically have meme races after a 2-0 victory, because we do have the time. And it's fun, so why wouldn't we? Just go for all the strats that you can possibly go for. The maximum swag that could be attained within a speedrun. Okay, they're joining. Okay, and they should be starting pretty soon, which is nice. The second race is gonna start in approximately half a minute, I believe. Good luck to both of the runners. May no one soft lock with an anti-fake Bowser this time. From the first race, it seemed that we could have a very, very close race on our hands, so it is time to fulfill that promise. To live up to the hype of a race height down to the frame. And the banners are starting in just a moment, aren't they? They are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to go. Just kidding, I'm not the one to count down. Racetime.gg is the one to count down. There we go. Oh, and a sync starts. They started at the same time. That is very nice. Good thing they didn't get burst off block. Yeah, burst off block is, by the way, I will explain what burst off block is if any of the winners gets it. In that case, we would have to restart the race. Unfortunate, but it does happen approximately 1 in 30 times. Not too often, but often enough that you could expect it to happen reasonably. That's a clean tutorial 1 from Firelemon. The gaming a little bit behind, but cannot blame him. Tutorial 1 is one of the hardest parts in the run, actually. Perhaps because you don't have any plots in it, at least for the first 2 rooms. Firelemon is looking at a 55-80, which is actually very, very optimal. Oh, leftover data. Leftover data. He should just exit level right now. Firelemon, exit level. Okay. He probably thinks he just invalidated his run, but he didn't. He can just exit level and keep going. Well, he's quitting game. Sure. Wait, I will tell him in the room. Hopefully we can still have a race. He's losing a little bit of time by just staying in the title screen. This is not going according to plan. In the meantime, I will switch the audio to the gaming because the gaming is now in the lead. Just finished with his... just finished getting to 0 lives. Entering Bowser 1. The pros in Bowser 1, they might look pretty simple, but believe that they are not. Pretty difficult. Especially if you're trying to go fast, it's very easy to get a throw that has barely any distance, and you just don't get far enough to the bomb. Oh, is this gonna work? It is gonna work. He just barely grabbed the key with the edge of his nails. Okay, Firelemon finally coming to his senses. Hopefully we can still have a race, but once again there's a very big cap. Now a good thing, this time the gaming is in the lead. So if the gaming does end up winning this, we'll have a round 3, where hopefully runners will do something like this, finally. Okay, the gaming, I didn't see exactly what time was on Slinktar. It was approximately 2:40, I believe, which is nice. The best you can get with the route that he's doing is about 2:30. So, he's playing the game. Let's play a game. The game is Super Mario 63. Oh! Firelemon going with the no spin throw on the last throw. That's an advanced technique. It saves about maybe half a second, maybe a bit less than half a second. And he pulls it off. So not bad. The gaming breezing through huge rooms. Seems he's doing pretty well, which is nice to see. That is true, the gaming is gaming. That's a joke that I make way too often, and it's not even funny anymore, but since it's the first time telling it on SpeedGaming, I'm sure you will find it funny. Oh, Firelemon has Hover Nozzle because of leftover data. That's a little bit unfortunate, but not a big deal. So I should perhaps elaborate a little bit more on fake Bowser. Typically, you have to stomp him 3 times, and then, yeah, and then you defeat him. The patterns that he does, like when he throws fireballs and when he throws enemies and when he becomes vulnerable, it's all dependent. It's all the same cycle every time. But you can make him... so basically, if you're far from him, he'll throw fireballs, and if you're just under him, he's gonna pound. Typically, pounding is faster, but you can make him throw fireballs on one specific pattern, and it will make him go faster for all the subsequent patterns for no reason. And it actually saves a little bit of time. We discovered that pretty recently. Also maybe about 2 months ago, or only 1 month. And getting the cutscene skip. After the last hit, if you manage to stay in the air, if you're still in the air by the time the text boxes come up, then you do not get locked on the ground. Typically you get locked and you cannot move. But if you're still in the air, then you can keep moving and you can skip some of the text boxes, saving about 2 seconds. Nice optimization. The gaming is a little close to dying. Okay, now he has 2 health, a little bit better, but hold on there, gaming. Okay, space breeds. Oh! He takes an intentional death. That might perhaps make sense, actually. Because there are a lot of meteors and a lot of bullet bills at the beginning of this room, so he was very likely to take damage anyway. And besides, he can afford it. He's about 1 minute in the lead. Due to the unfortunate things that happened on Firelemon's side. Yeah, the game was originally made in 2009. Most of the websites right now have the 2012 version, the updated version, which does fix a bunch of things. And because it fixes a bunch of glitches, it's slower. For example, you cannot have all floods in space and escape. And yeah, that loses a lot of time. But it is the better version for level designing, for level creating, if you're interested in that. Okay, Firelemon has 7 health instead of 1 health, so he should not have a problem with dying whatsoever. Like to see that. The gaming coming up to escape, the last section. Going for the double rockets. What a Chad. Good job. Looking like a pretty nice escape from him so far. Yep, that is a flawless escape, and he finishes with a 7:14. Congratulations! 4 seconds faster than the previous race. Pretty good performance. And pretty consistent times, which you love to see. And the result is tied 1-1. There we go. The time is updated, so yep, tied 1-1. And the next match is gonna be the deciding one. Hopefully also the closest one. I know it might seem from these 2 races that it's very often to lose a lot of time in the game, but typically it's not. Typical races are closer. I hope you can believe me. And I hope that the next race is gonna be just like that. Close race, without any major time losses. Come on, Dignity. Getting a consistent sub-7 isn't easy. I mean, normally I would say, yeah, normally I would agree with you, but I'm on SpeedGaming and I'm supposed to be positive, so sub-7s are hard. Right, Firelemon finally finishing 8:29, just barely sub 8:30. Congratulations, GG. I believe from his final time that would have been a very close race, were it not for the thing, so once again, a little bit unfortunate. But he's definitely not the last that you will see out the gaming and of Firelemon. There's still one more match here, and the next race is the next round. All the later races that we're going to do, they're gonna stay in the bracket. Because right now they're both still in the winners brackets. So even if whoever of them loses, will have to still do at least 1 race in the losers bracket. So we will still see more of them. Now let me go and... oh, Dignity has created a race time room for them. Very cool of him. And we will see when they're going to start the race. Alright, do you guys have any questions? I may have been a little bit too excited watching the race, and what is there in the chat to be said? Oh yeah, if you want to avoid leftover data, like what Firelemon had, whenever you get to Bowser, any run that gets into Bowser 3, if you reset, make sure to restart your game, close the game and reopen. And that fixes the leftover data thing. And you don't need to worry about it anymore whatsoever.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
Okay. The gaming watching the entire credits. Very nice. The credits are very cool. I enjoy the credits of this game. Is that true, Dignity? Oh, maybe, yeah. Yeah, it is the last race of round 1 with this bracket. Yep. After this race, every single runner in the tournament will have played a single race. And then we can move on to round 2. And also to losers bracket. A fun fact, by the way, I'm going to be facing off against whoever wins this round. So it is kind of important to me to see who's gonna win. And seeing as both of them can lose multiple minutes in a run, that's good news for me. But also, they probably just learned from their mistakes and it's probably not going to happen anymore, I would expect. So, you know, perhaps not. Perhaps it is going to be a close race. Alright, there we go. The race is off. The last race of today. And it better be a good one. And I can sense that it is going to be a good one. What do you think, guys? Oh, and of course, good luck to all of the runners. Good luck to the gaming, good luck to Firelemon. Play your best. So far, pretty smooth tutorial 1 from both runners. Very close times as well. What did I tell you? A good race. Of course it's gonna be a good race. After all, their PBs are only 4 seconds apart. So why wouldn't it be? Still both going for Eddie, still both doing P2 skip. Which still makes sense. Even for the casual runs, for doing PB attempts, only top 2. Yeah, only top 2 times on the leaderboard do the tutorial 2 route. And also TheGaming has his PB with tutorial 2 route. He's about 7th place, maybe 6th, maybe somewhere around there. But yeah, tutorial 2 route, only the best players do it. Mainly because, yeah, as I said, it is pretty luck dependent and it's very difficult. Dignity is gonna go for tutorial 2 route. Good luck to you, good luck to you. Are you going to do it in races? 7th. Alright, the gaming is 7th. Alright, I never explained how they end up in Bowser 1 fight from nowhere seemingly. That's another hidden Dev 5. This one probably isn't intentional. This one probably was just put there for debugging during development, and then they forgot to remove it. At least that is the prevailing theory in the community. But yeah, we use it because it's fast, and it gets us the Bowser 1 fight pretty quickly. A lot faster than doing the Bowser 1 stage normally. You're getting the floods, and getting into Bowser 3. And so far, no major mess-ups from either runner, so far pretty close race. Approximately 233 Sling Star for Firelemon, and approximately 237 for the gaming. I will switch audio to Firelemon since he is a little bit ahead. now the double rockets. Not a problem. Not a problem. Imagine double rocket being a problem. Oh, the gaming just missed double rocket. Commentator's curse. Yeah, double rocket is a problem. If you were wondering. Anyway, E-Dreams. One of the most exciting parts of the run. To me, it is the most exciting because, well, there's the most movement, and seeing it done well is probably the most satisfying part of the run. Oh, Firelemon getting up in unfortunate frame perfect thing where he was trying to do rocket storage, but he switched the turbo nozzle on the same frame that he was supposed to rocket, and that means he didn't get rocket, but also he cannot turbo. So yeah, that was unfortunate. And now I'm switching back to the gaming because the gaming is now delayed, and this is a really good match because I have to switch audio so much. Let's see at how many fireballs they get. Okay, the gaming gets 3 fireballs, which is very good. And Firelemon gets 4 fireballs, which is a little worse, but still good. So as I spoke last round, it is faster to just let Bowser throw fireballs for one of the phases. That is that one. I think Bowser can throw anywhere from 2 to 10 fireballs. He can throw 2, 3, 4, 5, or 10. So 2, 3, 4, 5 all save time. Obviously 2 is the fastest. And 10 fireballs loses quite a bit of time. So 3 fireballs and 4 fireballs is pretty good. So that means the race is still very close. The gaming seems like he'll be getting cutscene skip without a problem whatsoever. Same thing for Firelemon, getting a lot of height with that last bounce. Oh, the gaming not zooming out in space 1. Old. I guess he's just that good. He just built different. Lots of Firelemon. Yeah, Firelemon was pretty close to dying in Big Bowser because he had 1 health, but thankfully the race is still close. He did not. The gaming going for the gaming not getting double rockets. Those logs at the end of phase 3 there, they like to do a little trolling sometimes. Sometimes they just don't give you the rocket because, well, these logs are falling. You know, after you stand on them for a split second, they start falling down. And sometimes, if you're fast, you will always get rockets, but also not. It's a little complicated. Okay, the gaming seems to be extending its lead a little bit. Now an entire true Bowser fight ahead. But this is still anyone's game. This is still easily the closest match we've had. Closest race we've had in this in this match. It even seems that the gaming with a perfect escape could get sub 7. Which is quite crazy. But we will see what ends up happening. And he gets the double rocket. It's the quickest way to do the first 3-minute escape, but also probably the riskiest one, because you're gonna get screwed by meteors. And 657! 657, the gaming takes it home. The gaming wins it! Congratulations! But it also seems Firelemon might get his best... Oh no! This would have been his best performance in the race, and it still is, by a second. 7:17. It's still his best performance within this match. Congratulations. Pretty close match. Pretty close match. I enjoyed commentating this one. Now, I wonder if the winners will want to... If the runners will want to join the commentary to tell their feelings. I imagine the gaming will. Firelemon, he has never revealed his voice, so I would have my doubts. But it, of course, would be very, very exciting to see him. Right, the gaming. You should have been sent a link to the commentary server just about now. So we will wait until he shows up. Actually, Actually, right. The meme race. I forgot about the meme race. I wonder, are they gonna do another race just for fun? What do you think, guys? Let me see what they're talking about. Okay, here's the race time room. Okay, so far neither of the runners has joined the room, but we have yeah, I believe we still have time for a race if you want to do it, but of course not necessary. What do you say, guys? Okay, the gaming is down for it, so that's one person. What about Firelemon? Hope he's gonna join. Because of course meme races are always the best. Oh, Firelemon did join the room. Okay. Okay. Looks like we are gonna have the race. The winners are gonna go for all that they have. Are we going to see the tutorial 2 route? Hopefully. Because I talked about it quite a bit, but you never got to see it. So it would be nice to see what tutorial 2 is all about and why I keep telling that it's luck dependent and difficult. Okay, while we have the time, while the winners are preparing, while the winners are preparing, I might as well tell a bit more about the tutorial 2 route. So, of course, the tutorial 2 route. Well, first of all, you don't need to go and talk to Eddie. Talking to Eddie, the reason we do it is because it unlocks lives, and that allows us to game over and skip tutorial 2. But if we are not planning to skip it, why get the lives? We don't need to get the lives, so we don't go to Eddie. And yeah, we just go straight to Bowser 1, we defeat Bowser 1, and then we get kicked in tutorial 2. Tutorial 2 has 2 rooms. First room, you only have Turbo Nozzle, and you're supposed to go underwater and hit a couple of switches to unlock a platform, and then that platform gets you high up in the air, and you can finish the room. But there are also some birds flying around, and birds, you can stand on birds. Birds are kind of platforms. But of course they are moving platforms, they're moving through the air, and they can randomly decide to dive at any point, changing their trajectory. So the optimal strat is to use the birds as platforms, and to skip the switches, to skip having to get the switches, and get up in the air to the upper platforms using the birds. It's difficult because you only have Turbo Nozzle, which is difficult to maneuver properly, to maneuver accurately. Did I not mark? Oh, yeah, I should have marked the gaming as winner. Right. I think it's this button? No, that's not this button. Oh, it is this button. Okay. The gaming is a winner! Congratulations! There we go. Okay. Audio is gone. Okay, let me switch to... wait. There we go. We have audio. Okay. Let's see at what strats are gonna be done here. And what are the ones gonna go for? Hopefully for something crazy. Hey, Firelemon going for the bonk strat. We have not seen that. Good luck on Minecraft RSG. That's true. Alright, the gaming going for tutorial 2 route, unsurprising. Firelemon still choosing to do T2 skip, fair enough. We get, well, TheGaming, as I said, is one of just 3 people, I believe, who have their personal bests with tutorial 2 route, so kind of expected it from him. Let's see if he delivers, let's see if he can get first skip. It's difficult, so don't expect it to happen, but also, pause your chance. And we've already defeated Bowser at 1 minute 20 seconds. With T2 skip, we would defeat Bowser at around 2 minute 5 second mark, 2 minute 10 second mark. So time for tutorial 2. And this is the first room. Is it gonna go well? Come on, gaming, I believe in you. I believe in you. Ah, he falls off the bird. No, TheGaming. I'm gonna switch the audio to him. There we go. He has to do the switches. No, he couldn't quite stand on the birds. As I said, the birds, yes, they are platforms, but they're pretty small platforms because birds, well, of course, they are pretty small creatures. The audio just switched by itself. That's cool. I guess the game, I guess the stream and the game wants Firelemon to have the audio, so sure, why not? Oh, Firelemon collected the key. He missed the key skip. Firelemon, is he gonna do TC route? Come on, Firelemon, do TC route, do TC route. No, he takes the intentional depth. Too bad. Well, it makes sense time-wise. It is a lot faster, but you know. Anyway, the game finished tutorial 2. I did not talk whatsoever about the second room of tutorial 2. But yeah, you get Rocket in that room, and TheGaming going to Tall Mountain. Gotta show off the wind buffer, the wind boost. Yeah. On the left side of Tall Mountain, there's this wind. You can pause buffer to get so that the boost you get from the wind gets stacked and stacked and stacked and stacked, and you can get really high that way. And you can shoot up into the next room. And right now he's just flexing his hundo skills. Because as I said, he's a 100% runner. So skip to 100% gameplay. Why not? Why not tell me? In the meantime, Firelemon's taking the more traditional means. I guess he just wants to get a sub 7 as a run in a race. Cannot blame him. Who doesn't want to get sub 7? Sub 7 is on everyone's dreams. Every time anyone goes to sleep, they dream of sub 7. You know how there's a show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Well, I think there should instead be a show of Who Wants to Get sub 7, because that is a much more desired result. You get literally all the money, all the fame, all the recognition if you just have sub 7. So of course Firelemon is going for that sub 7. Tomothy, yeah, see, Tomothy did dream of sub 7 once. And guess what? Tomothy has sub 7. Tomothy has a 640, what is it, 648 I believe? It's a sub 7. And Dignity dreamt of 615. That's even bolder. Getting a 615 gives you the status of the chattest person on the planet, honestly. Because no one has done it yet. The record is 618 by me. So we're not far off, but if you ever get a 615, oh boy, you're getting all the money that exists on the planet. There's nothing more desirable than a 615. But for now, sub 7 may suffice as well. And the question is Firelemon gonna get a sub 7 this one? Actually, it seems no. It's not gonna get a sub 7. Right, I forgot he missed the escape in Bowser 1. That loses a lot of time. Right, this is not sub 7. Sorry to disappoint. Oh, and he also gets a tight fireball. Sure, why not? And some more fireballs just for fun. And some more fireballs just for fun. Yo, another 10 fire. He's trying to get the record for the most fireballs to take Bowser. A pretty good job. In the meantime, the gaming is doing some secrets. Just finished the tidal isles, or the tropical island. It's called in 2 different ways for some reason. Now with the haze base cave, sure. What are you gonna show out there, the gaming? We don't get to see a lot of Hazy Maze Cave in an 80% tournament, so always nice to see it. Oh, the wrong warp. The wrong warp, you missed the wrong warp, that's a shame. What's a wrong warp, you ask? The gaming is actually doing arbitrary code inputs to warp the credits. We will see if that is true in just a few minutes, I believe. Maybe he will warp the credits. Maybe he won't warp the credits. Anyway, a wrong warp is where, on some transitions in the game, transition from one room to the next. If you pause in the same frame that you started the transition, it can cause you to go to a wrong room. The room that you're not supposed to go to. And it only works for some transitions, for very few ones, but that one in the Haze Maze Cave is one of the few ones that works, and it saves time in the run. Anyway, the game now in True Bowser, Firelemon now in True Bowser, sorry. Is he doing all star points? Oh, that's a good question. Maybe he is doing all star points. He is collecting a lot of star points, that is true. All star points is a miscellaneous category in the game. Not very popular, but it's a pretty good category. I can't say that it's good because I've never played it, but it seems very good, and I will definitely check it out one day, and so should you. Okay, the gaming collect already with 7 shines, which means he's not doing all-star points, because you only need 5 shines to get an all-star points run, I think, right? Maybe he's trying to do He's trying to just flex. He's trying to just collect as many stuff as possible. It's like a bingo run. Yeah, right, he's doing bingo. I got it. Thinking if you need to get into Tropical Island, I think you need 5 shines to get into Tropical Island. I think that's the biggest requirement. Taking the definite. Oh, Firelemon is doing Bloodless Escape. That makes sense. I tried doing that in my race yesterday as well. It didn't go well. Let's see if Firelemon can pull it off a little better. Oh, using the Shy Guy. Cool. And a damage boost through the fire. He knows his stress. He knows his Bloodless Escape. It really does look like the gaming is doing all-star points, but just all-star points plus 2 shines. Because he selected 2 shines too many. Wait, he's selecting this one too. Okay, 3 shines too many. Scratch that. Okay, so the official name of this category is all-star points plus some shines, I believe. Oh, that's right. We are... Firelemon finished! Firelemon finished! 10:07. Let's go! And also in the timer you can see 7:17. A reference to the 7:17 that he got previously. It's all intentional. And before the 7:17 there's a 1:00, which references TheGaming100. Guys, this is all intentional. The timer is intentional. Firelemon is intentional. It's all real. Nothing is fake. Emotions are real. Gameplay is real. I am real. Yeah, I think I should tell the gaming that it's probably enough screwing around. It's time for the interview, or else we're gonna run out of time. Oh, there we go. He's in there. He's gonna join anytime now. Hey, hello, the gaming.
Verdict.
Go to say yeah.
Yeah. The first race was, well, you want me to talk about the races now?
Sure.
The first race was such a joke. Like I was playing well up until I just did the soft lock and fake Bowser, Henry fake Bowser. Somehow I just ground pounded and fell off, and it was such a joke. And I was like, okay, I have to win the next two races right after that point. I saw that I was like super far ahead after like fake Bowser again the second time. Somehow I was gonna like put my mouse over like done, but I didn't need to because I was already so far ahead. The third race though, I really had to tell myself that, and I think it was somewhat close. But the best part about the third race is it got us up 7. That was probably the highlight of these 3 races. Getting a 6:57 though, literally 5 seconds off PB.
I was hoping someone to get sub 7 in the race.
Yeah.
It becomes a lot more exciting with that.
Yeah. The meme race though, where I just did a bunch of random levels like TTM.
Yeah. I was trying to guess what category you were doing.
Yeah,
It's
I wasn't
all-
really doing category.
It was all star coins plus shines.
Yeah, well, I was trying to get to 32 star coins, and then do EATMK as Luigi, you know, the OG way. But I didn't have time because 20 minutes is not a lot. It would have been cool to show that off though.
Should have gone faster.
Couldn't have. I was doing my best.
All right. Yeah, I hope you were. So I want to ask something else about that soft log that you had. What could I ask?
Yeah, what is it? What's up?
Thank you so much for playing my game.
Are you in a way sad that 2 of the 3 races were determined so easily? Would you have wanted more close races?
I guess, but I really just wanted to, you know, not lose those 2 races because I don't know. I know the second race was really easily won for me, but the third wasn't that bad. I mean, I don't think we were that far apart. The third race. I'm not talking about the second one.
True. For the first race, yeah, you were pretty close. You got 6:57. Firelemon got 7:17. But it would have been a roughly 7:10. He just messed up the escape free. So you were close.
Yeah. Really glad I got sub 7 that race. Yeah.
Okay. Is there?
I kind of had the stream muted the whole time. It's gonna be sick. Yeah, it's over. Exactly.
Right.
You wanna get Firelemon to, you know, interview? Does he even want to do the interview?
I doubt that Firelemon is gonna join.
Okay.
Given that, you know, he he never revealed his voice.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Let me see. When's the next race gonna happen? Let me check so I can get everyone informed.
Are you gonna still be commentating?
I will be commentating some of the races. Sure.
Yay!
Okay. Next race is Dignity versus Majuk, which is gonna happen tomorrow at the same time.
Nice.
So in 23 hours.
Let's go.
So write it down in your notes. Dignity versus Majuk is gonna be a nice match because they are the second and third best runner.
Yeah.
You have second and third place times on the leaderboards. So gotta be good gameplay.
Yeah, no, yeah, you can't do 100% of the meme race. You just won't have enough time.
True.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're running pretty close on time. It's 2 minutes before our time is over.
Yeah.
So-
So we sign out now.
Yeah,
We
I
should
think
sign
we should
out.
wrap it up, right?
Yeah.
Unless any final words.
This is a really good race. You should definitely consider. You should definitely check out these runners. Like all of these runners that are in the tournament, they're really, really good at the game.
Oh right, right. I forgot to plug both of you. Yeah, I'm supposed to do that. Everyone go follow TheGaming100. Yeah, there we go. The slide exclamation mark R command.
Especially that first race.
The gaming streams very regularly, mostly 100%, but also
Yeah,
some no major skips, and also some 80%.
Yeah.
Firelemon, he used to stream very often about 2 months ago. I think he has taken a bit of a break now, returned back for the tournament. Hopefully this return will mean more streams. and of course me, follow me.
Yeah, Verdict's
Most importantly.
he's gonna be running 100% in sometime, like after Vex in 127, MRI 127.
I was doing 63 for a long time. Now I'm not doing it because I got a really good time that I'm happy with. So now enjoying some other stuff. But I will return to 63 in roughly, I would say, about half a year, if all goes according to plan.
Well, it depends how long it takes you to get the really good Vex times and SM 127 times.
Yeah,
For MRI
true.
127, they're gonna be doing demo 100% like I did.
Yeah, I will.
Ah, nice. I'll have competition there. But yeah, there's a lot of new skips that happened since my run, so prepare for a lot of records in that, especially when Verdict comes to it.
I'm coming for that sub 30.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. This has been the Gaming 100 versus Firelemon. A close match. A 2-1 is always nice to see. And I hope you enjoyed your time.
Very interesting set of races.
So,
All right. Well,
yep.
That's it.
See ya.
Getting out. See ya.